Well, hello, 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 with my
Hello.
mouth full. We're- Welcome to the Strong Network podcast. This is such a special recording. Really, really. Wow, we got some great people on the line, and we had we're just gonna get started right into it. We want to talk about decisions, making decisions, the impact of decisions, especially when it comes to your life journey, your path. And I'm happy to have two wonderful guests here, my lovely daughters, and their stories, I believe, are impactful for all of us. They are smart ladies, really in tune with what they need, and if they're not in tune, they become self-aware to get there. And that's what we're going to talk about today: is the importance of understanding yourself, understanding your path, and the decisions that you make to get there. So I have on the line Joelle and Jordyn.
Hello.
And we're gonna hello, hello, Jordyn, right?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes. So we've got both of them working women, and so we're gonna spend a little time here as much as we can before they have to move on to the other parts of their lives. But Joelle, tell us your story, and then we'll move to Jordyn. Tell us your story, like where you are right now, what's going on with your life and your decisions and your jobs, and just where you are in your discovery.
Yeah, so right now I'm just kind of in a very interesting, not interesting, but it's just a different space for me where it's been like I know what steps I need to take in order to get where I want to go, but it's been hard or it's been a challenge for me to actually put all that information into action. And I was just talking about how it's just I before um, I would be very like headstrong. Like whenever I had made a decision, like it would be like not like tunnel vision. Like I would just go right in, all in, no questions asked. And for about 2 years now, it's been like me just saying or thinking about doing things and then not following through with them and coming up with excuse. And I brought up this saying like of giving yourself grace. And I was saying like if I keep giving myself grace or using that as an excuse to not do something, then I'm going to continue to stay stagnant. And I'm at the point
Mm.
where I do want to move, and I've always been at the point where I want to move, but just getting to the point where I make all of or take action to all of the information that I have, that
Good.
I'm looking forward to putting everything into action.
Right. Okay, and so like we got to remember or tell the listeners. Well, one, I want to say we had started this conversation. We were FaceTiming like we do in the mornings, and just laughing, joking, talking to all the kids, and then we got like some good information. So I said, let's just hop on and record this for the podcast. So Joelle, you're a
Hmm.
mother of a 2-year-old.
Hmm.
So in the last 2 years, your life has really adjusted a lot, as a
Hmm.
mom, and
Hmm.
then as a working woman as well. And when you took your job, what was the reasons why? You have a great job. You're able to work for. Let me rephrase that. You have a great opportunity to work remotely. I don't know if you
Hmm.
feel your job is great, but what spearheaded you even taking this position, and does it line up to where you see yourself?
Oh no, absolutely not. I mean, this is more of just something just so I can get some cash flow because, for 2 years I wasn't doing anything, um, not on purpose, but just because I was taking care of my son and recovering and trying to figure out how to juggle everything. Um, and with the new addition to my life, and I just was like, I'm not. My whole point was to do within the 2 years was to um, like start a business or find some like passive income through that time. Um, and this is going back to like me knowing what I need to do, but not taking action to it. So these
Mm,
2 years, like I was, so that was my goal. Like I wanted to start a business, start investing, start doing things so where I can make money in my sleep, to where I don't have to necessarily work and have like a 9 to 5 or 8 to 6 or whatever. And I wasn't staying consistent with anything that I was doing. And so, bills don't stop. Bills continue to pay, like, come, regardless of if you have the money to take care of it or not. And so I'm like, okay, well, I just need to figure something out, because apparently I'm not doing what I need to do in order to, stay where I want to be, or be where I'm trying to be, right now in this moment. And so I kind of just had to take the sacrifice my time and apply for jobs, and get a job to where I can have a steady income. So that'll give me time, or I'm not feeling too pressured or stressed in the moment of trying to figure out what I'm trying to do in regards to like the steps. So yeah, this job is really just for me to start kind of getting everything on track, so I can have more of a clear mind with trying to figure out my next actions and steps to get where I need to go. I want to go.
Like that. Thank you.
Mhm.
I have some points, but I want to get to Jordyn. Jordyn,
Mhm.
when it comes to decisions and where your life is going, tell us a little bit about what you experience and what you're experiencing.
Well, I started off at a beautiful opportunity as well. That was a big pay jump from what I was coming out of school working, what the job I was coming out of school for, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
So I put a lot of energy towards that job because value than what I had before. So I jumped on that without thinking about how it aligned with my goals. So I worked on that job for a year until finally I was like, yeah, this isn't what I want to do. I had to realize that sometimes money isn't worth sacrificing your happiness, sacrificing your mental
Mhm.
health, sacrificing your goals for. And I realized that I would rather take a pay cut to live closer to my dream and be actually satisfied with something I have to do 5 days out of 7 than be complaining and skin breaking days out of 7. So now I've
Mhm.
really made a commitment to myself to live towards my goal instead of what society sees as successful. And I feel like
Mhm.
since I've started to do that, it's really been helping me with my mental health and just how I go about daily life. Yeah.
I love
Love
you.
that.
Right? I mean, so
Mhm.
both of you, you made decision based on cash flow and monetary value, and then you're discovering now that okay, it's not all about that. And there's many times that I do work with clients who take a job because of what they pay, but not realizing how much they gotta pay to get that
Mm-hmm.
pay, you
Mhm.
know?
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
you are, you mentioned mental health, and Joel, you didn't mention this, but I'm sure you dealt with, things
Oh
that you
yeah.
just, being down about it. Okay, even I took it, but I'm not happy. I don't like it.
Mhm.
Um, so I like that you said living towards your goal, and Joelle, that's your thing. You want to live. You are living towards your goal. It's just the process. So
Mhm.
it's two different lives here. One in the process, and one was in the process and made a leap into an area that bought the fulfillment that aligned with future goals. So
Mhm.
society success,
Mhm.
that's real, right? We
Mhm.
think about what we can do because society says we're successful. Do you guys want to say anything more about that, or how that has changed your mind now?
I can say something. I mean, I guess like
Please.
for me, definitely like owning a business or investing is something that's really being pushed right now in society, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes like owning a business for people is just not, what they want to do, what they need to do, or even investing, like even though they're good incomes, like they're just they're everything is for certain people. Like not everything is for everybody. And I feel like if you just continue to like stick, or first I guess would be identifying what you really want to do, what you really enjoy, and what gives you happiness, brings you happiness, and is your passion, and then like using that to make money. I feel like would be the best way to be, you know, just the happiest you can be, and making money at the same time and doing
Hmm.
it.
I agree. You know, Jordyn, did you want to add anything to that before I say
Yeah,
something?
I wanted to say just the whole principle of society success. I think when I was even in the process of leaving my job, a lot of people there I could tell are not really happy
Mm,
Mm.
with what they're doing, but because they've been there for so long and it's so much security that they're content because they don't need to learn anything new. Via North Avenue 64. Sorry if you heard my navigation. They don't need to learn anything new. They don't need to do anything too extra of brain power. They could just sit in it and make money.
comfortable.
Yeah, very comfortable. So I think that's also a version of societal success of just
Mm-hmm.
being able to stay where you are without thought of like, oh, I need to work hard to get that. Even the
Mm.
principle of working hard too is so ingrained in the idea of success.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was listening to a podcast today too that was about even just the creative spirit and how people are like, oh, I want to get to 10K on TikTok. I'm gonna post 3 videos a day. But it's like you have the concept of posting 3 videos a day, but you're not even thinking about what kind of content you want to roll out. You're
Mm-hmm.
just
Yeah.
thinking you want to get the numbers out, without
Yeah.
thinking what's like the purpose of why I'm pushing this out. So I feel
Hmm.
like now of days like societal success is very rushed. It's
Mm-hmm.
very get, and not really like sitting with it and actually learning or
Yeah.
enjoying your
Yeah,
process. So
Right.
absolutely.
I
yeah.
so agree. I so agree with both of you. You know, it is that you've got to figure out what success means to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what does success mean to you? Today happens to be on this recording. I didn't, you know, I'm
Oh
celebrating
yeah.
4 years
Oh yeah.
of being on my own. Like, yay,
Yes.
yeah. No 9 to 5 is my investor, you know, and all that. Just really, and you think about the process and what when I started, what success looks like, and then where I am
Mm-hmm.
now and what success feels like, you know,
Mm,
and success when I look at where I am, it's the feeling of knowing that I'm making an impact, and that kind of aligns with, you know, I'm going to post 3 things so I can get this 10K followers. But now I don't meet with my success is seeing my clients change for the better. Not how many clients I have, but
Mm-hmm.
the clients I do
mm-hmm.
have, are their lives changing? Am I the game changer in their life? Are
Mm.
they somewhere where they feel successful? You know, excuse me, you know, and so that's so I'm all choking. But it's so important because until, you know, people say, oh wait, I could never work for myself, and it's true, some people do not need to work for themselves. It
Oh
is
yeah.
not, it's not for
Mm-hmm.
the weak minded, and it's
Mm-hmm.
not for the weak hearted. It is
Mm-hmm.
it's not for those who need a group and people around them. It's isolated at some point. You are responsible for your income, you are responsible for what
Mm-hmm.
happens in your life, and it is nobody that you can go to and ask for a raise. You got to get the raise, you got
Mm-hmm.
to figure it out. You
Mm-hmm.
got to get, you know, Jordyn, you said security can, you know, lead to contentment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if I want security, I can get content, but when you work for yourself, there's that contentment is not always the same as just sitting and collecting a check. The contentment
Mm-hmm.
is another day that I help somebody, another day that I'm able to support myself, another day I'm able to do things that I love to do, the other another, you know, another day where I can relax if I want to relax. To me, that's the security of working for yourself. And
Mm-hmm.
um Joelle, you mentioned seeing yourself. Well, I don't know if you mentioned this, but I'm going to say this. Many times we have to, I'm a mom, right? Many times you have to see yourself being yourself
Yeah,
so that
most
you can
definitely.
walk that path And it even gets harder to walk that path when you don't see what you want from yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have something to
So,
say
Mm-hmm.
on that,
okay.
if I can interrupt you really quick.
No, no, good.
That that resigns with me too, because I think I told you guys both this story, but when Emily in Paris came out,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and I remember she's works for a social media agency, and she was working in Paris from living in New York. I think she was called to live in Paris or something. I don't
Mm-hmm.
remember
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
geographics,
Mm-hmm.
but I there was one episode where everything was working out for her, and she was just very happy, and work was going well, and I felt so like overwhelmed with happiness, as in like I identified with her, of
Mm,
that being like somewhat of my purpose too, or if my purpose, like it was like such a comforting feeling of seeing that and being like, yeah, that's what I need to do. Like how you said you have to see yourself. I
yeah.
feel like I saw myself in that moment, and that's
Right.
what gave me like the
Mm-hmm.
kick in my butt. Like, get up. You can't just. It's cool to watch her do it, but she's a fictional character. Like, you can make this
Right.
reality if you just actually get up. So ever
Yeah.
since then, that's when I was like on LinkedIn every night, checking if something was up for me. And yeah, it ended up seeing myself actually helped me see myself out.
Yeah.
Right.
Something worked
Right.
out.
Right.
Yeah.
And even with you, Jordyn, you had like your resume, you had help,
Mm-hmm.
you talked to me about your resume, and then you found out it really wasn't about your resume, right? In
Yeah.
some form, like, how we always, how can I say this? We invest in all of these things that help us look good on paper. And we think that's it. In some form, it is that, but there's nothing like, I think what really gets anybody a job and helps them dream is them showing up and
Oh
being
yeah.
themselves,
Oh yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah, because we think we can do all these tricks to be happy, but it's just being you that gets
Mm-hmm.
you to that place, right? And
Mm-hmm.
Joelle, you're a mom, and it is, as other moms who listen, and a newer mom, it's not easy to find that harmony between work and life.
Yep.
And it's just, and I know that how am I going to do it all? And not just as your mom here on this thing, but as encouraging other people that you can do it all. You can do as much. I won't say all. You can do as much as you want to do. How about that?
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
it's all for you, then you can do it. If it's medium work that you want to do, then you can do it. It's whatever you need to feel fulfilled, to complete, and get to the destination that you want for your life. And that's
Mm-hmm.
where we go back to that societal success. I want both of you as your mom as to feel, and all the listeners to feel whatever success means to you. And if you're not happy about where you are, as you two are doing, Joelle and Jordyn, you're making adjustments. You're seeking it out. You're looking for whether it's somewhere, what's out there, and are putting the vision before you. I was looking at something today, and the young lady was like, "What's your goal for summer? Let's just be that. Like, what is your goal for summer? Like, and not just I want to achieve this and just, but what fun do you want to have? What do you want to learn? Do you want to take a tennis lesson, horseback riding, or do you want to make sure you swim every day, or do you want to make sure you get your favorite coffee once a week, or you want to romanticize your life? And what so I'm gonna, because I know Jordan's about to arrive, and I don't want to hold you much longer, Joelle. What is you guys didn't know I was going to ask you this. What is your summer goals for you?
Shoot, I'll go ahead and start. My summer goals is just to enjoy the summer, really, because no, last summer I could enjoy it, but I just, oh,
But
that's
what does
always my
that look
goal.
like? Well, what's that look like? Because we can say enjoy, but if I was just to put you and say, here's 50 grand, Joelle, go enjoy summer, what would you do?
Fly, go everywhere. First, I get my passport. That would
Okay.
be the first thing I get,
All
and
right. You
then,
should write this down
which
while you
I'm
telling
gonna,
me this.
I know, right? And then, I would be to just going everywhere, like traveling as much as possible, just spending
Mhm.
as much time with my family as possible, doing more things with them. And
Like, what would you do with your family? I'm really trying to get some detail here,
you want
because
specifics, okay?
yeah, because you're very high level. I need you to like nail it. Like, what would you do?
Well, okay, go places, so travel, do more like, well, I guess like just, my son is only like 2, so can't really do too much, but just go and just doing more things. I don't really have anything specific. It's just
Hmm.
more like spontaneous things like that I've always kind of done.
Okay.
Just continue being spontaneous. That's really all I can really say.
So I would love you here I go with my coach hat on. I would love you to really think about, like, specifically what would you want to do? Because you
Mm-hmm.
think about it, if you want to travel and you say you have your son, well, that means like, well, who can watch my son, or can he stay with his dad? Think bigger than just I want to go and be spontaneous. Spontaneous is, I don't knock it. I love that. But summer is coming or here. What do you want to do? If you want to travel, where do you want to go? Not just I want to travel. And if you don't have your passport yet, where do you want to go until you get your passport, and really have the city or the states, and have the how long you want to be there. Somebody's going to watch your child. You're going to have this kind of money. You're going to wear this kind of outfit. You're going to read this book. You're going to eat this kind of food. You're going to have time with family, like go out to dinner or go to Disneyland or go sit by the pool and just laugh or have a barbecue. So if I can challenge you to have more detail, and get a job that you love, more detail.
Mm,
And what does that job look like? Really have that going for you in the summer. And I'll move to Jordyn. What
okay.
does your summer look like
For June, I
in
think.
your head? I'm sorry.
Oh, I want to say I want to go to DC
Mm-hmm.
for a little bit. I would love to go back to New York, but I don't know if I would want to do New York and DC at the same time, like around the same time. Um, I would also love to go on another vacation. Like DC and New York, those aren't really vacations to me, though, because you're busy. I want to do a
Mm-hmm.
vacation where I'm like chilling. Like I could just put on my bathing suit and go outside and lay on the beach and read a book and get tan without thinking. So
Mm-hmm.
destination wise,
Goals.
I don't really know yet. That could be as simple as even San Diego
Mm.
on a
Good.
Saturday and just lay
Mm-hmm.
out, or even Huntington Beach. Um, I also want to get back into consistency with social media. I want to tap into more creative realms, where whether that's editing and marketing. I just want to learn way more. I'm actually gonna really pimp out my job and learn what these people do, so I could fill my brain up this summer with some small stuff that I wouldn't be able to read online because of just experience. Um, yeah, I think other than that, just a lot of time with friends, but also a lot of time by myself too, without my
Yeah.
phone, and just
Mm-hmm.
like being able to just chill without my head hurting. So that's a nice summer for me. And I'm
That
talking
sounds
summer as in like June, like literally first day of summer, June 21st to September.
okay.
That that's what I want to do.
Nice. Thank you. Joelle, I'm going to shoot it back to you and see, do you have anything in more detail since you're hearing it now? Because Jordyn had an opportunity to hear, some questions to help spark
Uh-huh.
thought. Do you have anything you want to
Um,
add?
I mean, I just okay, let me just be specific. I would say the places I would want to travel to would be like I'm just anywhere with the beach. So Florida, I don't know, Florida's a little questionable, but Jamaica, uh, where else? Mexico, uh, just anywhere with the beach, like and good weather.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really a fan of snow, but I'll go. I would like snow as well.
This is
The
Obviously
summer,
summertime,
cold.
mama.
the summer
Summertime,
Oh,
mama.
flow.
I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Yeah, June. Definitely anywhere with the beach for sure with water. So yeah, those 3 places.
Okay.
My passport. Trying to work more on myself as well. And like there's like in regards to this whole conversation, like just figuring out the steps that I need to take, or how I can implement everything and how I can start getting things moving for myself. And sitting out by the pool as much as possible.
Well, this is good. This is all about the decisions we make. And
Mm-hmm.
it's important, as the listeners are listening, that we make a decision. Sometimes it's not making a decision is what's hurting us.
Mm-hmm.
So, make the decision based on know your outcome. If you're going to take the job, know you're doing it for money, and know that you're just going to keep looking for something else to meet that real need in the
Mm.
meantime. Make that decision to do something with your life every day if you can, even if it's rest. Some people, we miss rest, to add it to our list. Look
Mm-hmm.
at your summer.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do with your summer? What do you want to do with yourself? Who do you see yourself in September, Labor Day weekend? Who do you see yourself being in these next 90 days is also an important question. And also where you're going to go. What are you going to do? What are you going to experience? Because what we're missing is making decisions. And I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate your time, ladies, my
Wait,
girls.
time out, time out. What are you
What?
What are
doing in the
yours?
Oh,
summer?
What's
Jordyn, you're
yours?
always the one who comes for me.
Because you try to
Always.
act like
No.
it's just us.
Because
You are a
I
human
am the
being as well.
host. I
Well,
am
the
the
host has a
host.
summer. So what is
And
the host doing for the
Host.
summer?
Host. Okay. All right.
Miss 4 years in the game.
and be
4 years.
specific.
4 years in the game. Now I want to say I've been in the game longer, but four
Yeah, for
years in
sure.
the
Mm-hmm.
game of actually me running the show. What I want to do this summer. One, I want to focus on. I took a break because I do the morning meditations in the morning, so I took a break for the summer, so I can focus on other things that I like to do on social media. So that is content, talking more, helping more, giving more insight, sharing more of my life in some kind of way of encouragement for others. I also want to travel to, well, I had something working with Bali to go in
Mm-hmm.
August. Now we have a group who wants to go, so we're moving it to November, so it's more around my birthday. So lining that up, but I still want to go somewhere. Looking to go hopefully to Miami, an
Mm.
experience I've never been there. I want to spend a lot of time at the beach. I'm just trying to figure that out because who's going to wash my stuff when I have to go to the ladies' room? So that's got to
The
make that
things.
decision. But I also want to have more of consistency in my day. The last couple of months, I have not had the consistency in my morning routines. I have them, but it's not been consistent and I feel it. So for
Mm.
summer, I want to have that more lazy girl, but yet focused girl routine of the reading and the meditation and the prayer and making sure I'm getting outside a lot. I did start my personal fitness journey, and I have a
Woohoo.
personal trainer, so I want to continue that through the summer because my summer body will probably be in the fall showing up. So,
You got a summer
but
body, mom.
I love you guys. That and then continually eating the way that I've shifted my eating and continue with that and going to enjoy the summer fruits and just the heat and not complain. And that's another thing. The next 90 days of just focusing and not complaining because
Mm.
I've noticed that I'm just complaining in a weird way. Then I say that's not complaining, but it is. So watching what I'm complaining, what I'm talking about, and is it a
Mm-hmm.
complaint, or sometimes just shut up. So
Mm,
Mm.
that's my summer. That's my
thank
summer.
you.
You know, mom,
You're
just a side note, I
yes.
really quick, I want to just say that I'm really proud of you for sticking with your diet because, mind you, you guys, she, not that she ate crazy, but like she had made a very big change in her diet with from eating pretty much anything, almost anything and everything to not, I don't want to say it like that, but there was no
Basically,
restrictions,
yeah.
and now not necessarily that you have any restrictions, but you've changed your diet in order to better your health. And now all you eat is vegetables. And I know we tease you, but like we are really happy and proud, like, you know, that you're able to stay
Thank you.
consistent with that, because you're doing it for a reason, and it's definitely paying off. And I'm sure you feel a lot better, like your body feels so much better and energized than what you were giving yourself before. And you know, like it's a big difference. And so and it's also not easy to make that change with so many different good foods in Cali too. There's so many good different foods.
Yes.
But now that, you know, they have a lot of more plant-based options as well, I'm sure it's even easier. But yeah, anyway, just wanted to say proud of you for that and you being consistent with that as
Thank
well.
you so much. Thank you so much. So we're gonna close. Any quick wisdom you want to leave? I'm gonna start with Jordyn and with you, Joelle. Jordyn, any quick wisdom you like to leave?
I will say this was my high school senior quote: stay true to you. And
Yes.
that goes for anything. Stay true to yourself at work, stay true to yourself in your personal life, financial, mental health. Stay true to yourself.
Mm.
Amen.
Unless
Joelle.
unless you're
Uh-oh.
detrimental to yourself.
Mm.
Other than that, change. But stay true to yourself.
Yeah, she took mine because that's definitely
Oh,
always my go-to to say. But I'd
hmm.
say just do what makes you happy. Don't worry about what other people say. Don't worry about what society says. And I don't know, I feel like this kind of piggybacking on what Jordyn said, but just really do what makes you happy, and don't even care or worry about what other people are saying, because they're gonna say something regardless, whether you're doing what you want to do or doing what they want you to do. So just do what you want to do and live your best life. So I can say.
Yes. And I will end with money is not always worth the sacrifice. And I think that's
Mm.
what
Yes.
one of you said. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Joelle. Thank you, Jordyn, for just being my special guest today. And ladies and gentlemen, have a great day. Stay strong. Remember who you are and why you're here. And we will see you next time. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.